Welcome to 5-Minute Theory Lesson 14. In this lesson, we're just going to reinforce what we know about note values, okay, and rest values. So let's start off by writing our name at the top of the page, as always. Hopefully that doesn't take you 5 minutes, okay? In this one, we're going to draw in the bar lines to separate the notes into measures. Then write the counts under the note. In this first one, we have 4/4 time. Remember that the half notes 1, 2, 3, 4, bar line. Whole note 1, 2, 3, 4. I like doing the dashes. You can also put your numbers in parentheses. I see a lot of directors that like to do that. I like the dashes because it's very simple. Next one, 1, 2. This is a half rest, so I'm going to go above 3, 4, bar line. 1, 2, 3, 4, because I'm holding that for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, rest on 4, bar line. 1, 2, 3, hold it for count 4. Now we can quickly count and clap that line out loud. Here we go. Remember, whenever I have a long note, I'm just going to hold my hands together. I'm going to say the long notes like 1, 2, like that, instead of counting the numbers. You can do either way. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 3, 1, 1, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's do it one time, just saying the numbers instead of the yee. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one to me is harder. I like just being able to say when I'm doing the longer note, okay? Let's try number 2. Let's write in the counts under the notes and then draw in the bar lines. This one's pretty simple, so let's go pretty fast here. 1, 2, 3, 4, bar line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bar line. 1, 2, 3, 4, bar line. What kind of rest is this? Holding on to a line, so it's a whole rest. I'm going to write it above 1, 2, 3, 4, bar line. Half rest 1, 2, play on 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it gets pretty simple the more that you do it. Let's see if we can count and clap that out loud. Just holding my hands together for the long notes. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 1. All right, so when you have a whole rest, 1, 2, 3, 4, you have to, in your head, think of 1, 2, 3, 4, followed by the half rest, 1, 2, play on count 3. All right, let's go on to number 3. We're going to do this again, 4/4 time, so 4 beats in measure, not challenging you too much. Let's write the counts in under the notes and draw in the bar lines as quick as we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, bar line. 1, 2, 3, 4, bar line. 1, 2. How are you catching up with me? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Come on, go faster. 2, 3. I don't want you to go so fast that you're making mistakes, but at the same time, the faster that you can think and the faster that you can act, the better you are going to be at not only reading music, but playing your instrument. Okay? Let's count and clap that line out loud. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. 1, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3. Rest. 2, 3. Okay, so you might need to stop the video and work on that one at a very slow tempo to where you can kind of get used to the clapping and counting out loud aspect of it. The better that you get at it, the better that you're going to be at sight reading. Let's move on to the second half of lesson 14 on the back page. In this one, we're going to learn about dotted notes. So we know that a half note gets 2 counts. Whenever we add a dot behind a note or rest, it adds half the value of the original note. So for example, a half note gets 2 counts. If I added a dot to it, what's half of 2? 1. What's 2 plus 1? So a dotted half note equals 3 counts or 3 beats. Now, a lot of people just think that a dot adds a beat. It doesn't. It adds half of the value. So a whole note is 4 counts. If I have a dot, it's half of 4, not just plus 1. So a dotted whole note would be 6 beats. Okay? We don't see dotted whole notes that often, but just for an example of what a dot does to a note, it's kind of good to know that it's half of the value, not just adding a count. So let's find the number of beats in each measure and fill in the blank in the time signature. I'm going to write the counts in under the notes, and then we'll clap and count it. All right, so we have here 1, 2 for a half note. Now this is tied for count 3, so that's 4. I have a bar line, so what is the top number in my time signature? Okay, assuming that every measure is the same, it's going to be a 4. Now, we learned that a dotted half note gets 3 beats, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we really look at it, this measure and this measure are the same. Half note tied to a quarter is 3 counts. A dotted half note is 3 counts. All right, so let's keep going. 1, 2, 3, 1. I go above the rest. 3, 1, 2, tie on 4, right? 1, 2. So here's my 3 counts right there for my dotted half note. 1, 2, 4, because that's not dotted. 1, okay? So a whole note gets 4 counts at the end. Let's clap and count that out loud. A 1, 2, ready, go. 1, tie. 4, dotted half note. 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, half rest. 1, 2, tie. 1, dotted half note. 1, 2, 4, 1. All right, I like saying dotted half note because that's 3 counts. Dotted half note, half note, half note, whole note, dotted half note, dotted half note. That's just a counting system. It's not really a system, it's just something I like to do. All right, number 5. So my first measure is going to give me the time signature, 1, 2, 3. I have a bar line, so this is going to be a 3 in the time signature. 1, tie on 3, so we're not going to play that note. We're just adding the value. Dotted half note, 1, 2, 3, right? Because a dotted half note equals 3 counts. 1, 2, 3. Again, dotted half note, 1, 2, 3. 1, tie, 3, dotted half note, 3. Okay, so I'm getting pretty fast at just figuring out what the counting is under the notes. Let's clap and count that line out loud. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 3, 1. 1, 3. Okay, let's do it one more time, but I'm just going to count 1, 2, 3 all the way through. So hold the long notes and the ties and then rest out here. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so whichever counting system that you like to use or your instructor likes to use, certainly do what's best. What you might need to do though is pause the video and go back and actually practice counting out loud those two lines while you clap the rhythms. Okay, rhythms get more and more complex as we go through. We haven't even started doing eighth notes yet. But we're going to do eighth notes, and that's going to make things a little bit more complicated. So you want to make sure that you have this mastered before you go on.